Thanks to the tropical climate, diversified in climate and soil, Vietnam is blessed by nature with a variety of vegetables, flowers, fruits, and even seafood, which are highly appreciated by domestic and international consumers for its quality. Up to now, Vietnam's agricultural, forestry, and fishery products have been exported to more than 196 countries and territories, including markets with high quality requirements such as the EU, the US, and Japan, moving Vietnam into the top tier in Southeast Asia and ranked 15th in the world in terms of agriculture, forestry, and fishery exports. The Southeast region is considered as an area with special strength in industrial and agricultural products of high economic value. The region is forming areas with large specialized crops such as cashew, pepper, dragon fruit, rambutan, durian, mango, jackfruit, and so on. Particularly, the growing area of pepper trees in this region is nearly 48,000 hectares, account for 33.73% of the country's pepper growing area. Cashew trees has a growing areas of more than 138,000 hectares, accounting for 60.61% of the country's cashew growing area and 71.24% of the country's cashew production. It is estimated that in 2021, the southern provinces will produce 1,326,000 tons of dragon fruit. The Mekong Delta region has an output of 580,000 tons of dragon fruit. Durian production is estimated at 600,000 tons. The Southeast region is a land with strategic location, with the east, west, and south bordering the East Sea and Southwest Sea, featuring a coastline of more than 700 kilometers, with a total area of 360,000 kilometers squares, an exclusive economic zone, and a very favorable location for marine economy development. It is also one of the few regions in the world with special advantages in agricultural production and aquaculture. Annually, the whole region contributes about 27% of the country's GDP, produces more than 50% of the total food output, and contributes more than 90% of rice export, in which three products, namely rice, shrimps, and pangasius, have a high contribution to the national export turnover, with over $1 billion per year. The Central Highlands is considered a region with great potential and advantages to develop the agricultural economy in terms of commodity production and high technology application. Currently, the whole region had nearly 610,000 hectares of coffee, accounting for 90% of the country's coffee area, 90,000 hectares of pepper, accounting for more than 60%, and 3,000 hectares of cashew, account for 28%, and more than 250,000 hectares of rubber trees, accounting for 26%. Especially in the last 5 years, the Central Highlands is strongly developing fruit trees to become the fruit capital of Vietnam, especially in the context that many industrial crops such as rubber, pepper, sugarcane, cassava are continuously decreasing in price. As of early 2020, the area of fruit trees in the Central Highlands is about 74,000 hectares. Durian and avocado are the main crop, in which durian growing area takes up nearly 23,000 hectares, accounting for more than one-third of the country's durian growing area. Avocado trees reach 15,500 hectares, using more than three-quarters of the country's avocado growing area. The Central Highland is becoming an area specializing in the cultivation of large trees and fruit trees, making an important contribution to the total export turnover of agricultural, forestry, and fishery products of the country, gradually implementing the goal of positioning the Central Highland as an important economic region. Vietnam has many key export agricultural products that are seasonal, vulnerable, and under pressure of consumption during the harvest season, especially during the challenges of COVID-19 epidemic. Currently, the situation of the COVID-19 pandemic is still very complicated, especially in the southern provinces. Through monitoring the situation, the amount of agricultural and aquatic products in the harvest season of southern provinces and central highlands is very large. However, the supply and consumption are facing many difficulties. Supply and demand are asymmetric due to lack of labor for harvesting and processing. Transportation and traffic circulation are facing many difficulties due to the requirement of tightening epidemic prevention measures in localities. Consumption demands are also decreasing due to the impact of COVID-19. In order to support the southern provinces and central highlands in particular, and other localities across the country in general, remove difficulties in consuming agricultural and aquatic products in an active and fundamental way, the Ministry of Industry and Trade, in coordination with the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, other ministries and local authorities, will enhance cooperation in the coming time to promote the development of domestic market, identify the domestic market with nearly 100 million consumers as the focus and the foundation for the development of consumption of agriculture and aquatic products, building the habit of consuming Vietnamese goods in general and agricultural and aquatic products in particular, thereby improving the prestige of domestic goods and reducing the import of goods, developing the agro food processing industry to create products with high added value and strong brands with domestic input materials to reduce the load on the consumption of fresh agricultural products, serving the domestic and international markets. In parallel with the development of traditional distribution channels, promoting the development of modern distribution channels such as e-commerce, digital platforms. For export, promote the application of IT and digital transformation in order to diversify and improve the efficiency of different forms of export promotion. At the same time, enhance accountability and mobilize the entire system of overseas Vietnamese trade offices to support localities and enterprises in export promotion.